Welcome to Do Y'all See This? Oh, I keep because we're not doing react. Okay.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
So
Did you see that?
do y'all see this? We're gonna actually go ahead and toss in a reacts just because we're gonna be bringing this out on Wednesday as well. So you get both. I actually sound a lot better. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick catch up. I have my teeth out. I'm in horrible pain, but guess what? I'm still here for you guys. Ev, did you want to do a little catch up or are you good?
I'm good. It was just a work week, so nothing super fun. I will say I was very excited about this episode as I was going to wear my witch hat, and then I completely forgot it and left it at work. So sad face.
This episode is coming out. So we'll be dropping this one for Halloween. Before we go any further, we're doing what we promised. We have another guest for you guys. Ev, go ahead and give us an introduction.
Yes, so I'm going to introduce our very, very special guest, LJ. So LJ is my brother, and he's also like one of my nerdiest friends. So I'm very excited to have this on this episode talking about scary movies. LJ, welcome to the Y'all See This podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
How you doing?
Yay!
Have y'all ever seen the Key and Peele skit where it's black people and the zombies are like, they won't bite a black person? Please, I've seen this. Oh my gosh, it's so funny because they're like, hold on, are you trying to act like you don't want my good meat? And they're like, he's literally putting his hand right here, and they're like,
Dang, that's terrible. Dang.
All right, well, we have come to your favorite section of the show. We're going to be heading to our Do Y'all See This Moment of the Week. We are back for the Do Y'all See This Moment of the Week, and we're going to keep going with the spooky. We've been talking about movies that we grew up with, some cult classics, a lot of the things that we watched back in the day. Now, we're going to come a little more up to date. We actually want to give you maybe a couple of recommendations. Ev, do you want to start, or would we like our guest to go first?
Yes, let our guest, little bro LJ, go first. So go ahead with your recommendations.
All right, I just watched the movie yesterday with my wife. It was it's called Antlers. Now this movie it's really mysterious. It's about this kid. It looks like he's almost abused, I guess, and his parents are missing, but there's a reason behind it. There's some kind of creature in his house, and he's feeding this creature.
So I want to go ahead and let everyone know. Y'all know we spoilerful over here.
Oh, and shoot.
Y'all know I'm not about to watch this. So this is your moment here. If you don't want LJ to tell you what happened, because I'm about to.
Hey, my bad. I didn't spoil it.
No.
Tell people.
Just go ahead and go, jump a little further ahead and listen to the rest of whatever we're talking about. So LJ, what is he feeding and why? Well, tell me the cliffhanger.
Well, what happens is it ends up being his dad. He got bit by this creature, a Wendigo, pretty much.
What?
His father and his brother become Wendigos, and then they end up it's a whole thing with it, where they end up having to kill the father and the son. It's wild, yeah.
I said I'm still gonna watch it because I saw the commercials for it too, so I'm gonna watch it. I know you're not.
No.
I mean, it's more to it. I'm not good at, telling a story for real, honestly, but it was a good movie. It's a scary movie.
Yeah, you
it's gonna make Ev still watch. It's enough for me not to watch. Is that your only one, or did you have anything else that you wanted to mention or recommend?
Shoot, nothing. I mean, I don't have nothing else that I'm looking to watch right now. I mean, of course, Game of Thrones. That's the thing. I mean, that's the big thing.
Yeah, it is.
I watched like one episode of the new Game of Thrones. It's pretty good so far.
I told you, Ev, no one calls it House of Dragons.
Never.
Like, really,
I'm sorry. It's just habit.
No.
We've been doing it for so long.
I am. Go ahead.
So I have one that I'm recommending it for other people to watch. I know I'm not going to watch it. It's called Smile. I saw the previews 2 or 3 times, and I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden people start popping up in your face with that really big, like, Joker type smile, like they're being possessed. And I was like, I don't like that in real life. Like, there's no way I'm going to enjoy it knowing there's some supernatural evil behind it.
Oh, heck no.
Have you been seeing the marketing for this movie?
Yes.
It's been everywhere.
When I say it is creepy, they'll show, like, you'll think you're watching like a commercial for a baseball game, because I think they're doing something right now. I don't know, semifinals.
Like real baseball games doing that.
Yes. And then then they'll focus in on them, and they're like behind home plate, and they're doing the creepy smile. It's so much. I can't. Nah. I realize I would never. No.
I feel like it's definitely a movie that people are going to watch, and we're going to be hearing about it eventually. I'm just
Yeah.
not going to be one of those people.
Yeah, I saw that trailer. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't like when people's necks aren't right, flipping
Right.
over and stuff like that. I ain't got time for that.
Did you have any more, Al?
Oh, yes.
So if I can toss my one in, then you can
Yeah.
do your.
Go ahead.
It's funny because you mentioned earlier Bloody Mary, right, LJ? So American Horror Story does. They have seasons or whatever, but they now started doing shorts, and they actually did one where it's predominantly all Black cast. And they actually go into Bloody Mary, and they make Bloody Mary actually a Black woman. They go into it and how it leads back a little bit to slavery. They kind of change the premise of why you say Bloody, her name. I like it, but I don't like it because it is really spooky. It's very uncomfortable because it deals with you having to like kill someone who you think is close to you, and then finding out that they're not. Like, it's all this betrayal, and it's added to the fact that it's supernatural and that you could end up inside a mirror. They did a good job. It's creepy enough, and I say short, which is what annoyed my husband, because I was like, let's turn this on. It's just a short. It's 45 minutes. So it's shorter than a season. It's not, but it's a full episode. But it was really good. I would definitely recommend it. I think it's on Hulu. Obviously, wherever you can get American Horror Story stuff. What was your next one, Ev?
So I actually have two more, or actually three. So there's Hocus Pocus 2, which just recently came out. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It's definitely a nostalgia watch rather than a quality horror, sequel follow-up watch. Now we are spoiler full, so I'm gonna say one of the things that I hated the most was at the end the sisters do get vanquished, and there's this scene, and it doesn't feel true to the sisters. It doesn't feel like it's very melodramatic, and I just felt like, would that really happen, or would Winnie be like, F those two ladies, I don't even like them that much anyway.
Oh, okay. What you're talking about is how she is like, oh no, my sisters.
Oh yeah.
Did you see it?
I was gonna say, have
you
seen it?
yet.
Okay.
I ain't seen it yet. Oh, you fine. You good.
Okay.
So I'm guessing one of the sisters survives.
You only got to tell us once. You remember at the beginning, they completely set it up differently. They set her up to care about them. Whereas the original, she would have been like, oh, that they could have told her that was going to happen. And she would have been like, great. That means I have all the power for myself. Losing them later is like, sisters. I think they just want to hear her say that. I think they just want to hear Bette Midler say that phrase. And I also feel like they're probably setting it up for a Disney series.
Oh.
Like with the younger Sanderson sisters, with the new age
the new witch.
Yeah.
So I liked it, and I think you can definitely watch it for the nostalgia, and it's a fun ride. Like, it's a fun ride, that's for sure.
It's a good Halloween movie too.
It's a good Halloween. It's a good family. Like, it didn't feel like
you get musical.
And I do like that they kept because that was one of my favorite parts of the first one, is that I put a spell on you.
Right.
Do it every single time. The product placement in the second one though was insane.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the whole Walgreens thing, like, it was a lot.
The cosmetic section.
Yeah, it didn't feel necessary.
Roombas. I hated the Roombas.
I loved it. I thought it was that was hilarious. I thought it was a very good comic relief moment.
I feel like she would have fought for the Swiffer. Dummy would have been on the Roombas.
They were floating on Roombas.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you see that in the thing, so that's not really.
Yeah.
Winnie gets the real broom. She's not playing.
Okay. I remember she had a vacuum at one point. One of the sisters had a vacuum last time.
In the original, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
And
like
then the
a,
other
I forgot what
where
it was.
everyone gets Roombas. So
Yes. So the other two, the last two are going to be Don't Worry, Darling, which is the Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles movie that's coming out. Florence Pugh is also in it, and it may already be out or it's like
I
in
think
the atmosphere, but it's got like a Stepford Wives type thing going on.
it does.
Yeah,
And
the trailer looked creepy.
and then there's this whole idea of them like being so close to, I think, a nuclear plant or something
Mhm.
going on. So there may be some like environmental horror type stuff going on. I'm just very excited, and it feels like a cult, and I'm very
Yeah.
excited to see it. Let's watch that. And then there is a remake of Hellraiser coming out. I'm watching it. I like Hellraiser. But
My
it is
wife's seen it.
definitely
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. My wife's seen it. She
the
said it
new
was
one.
pretty good. Yeah, the new Hellraiser.
Yay.
I
I
think it's on
can't get
Hulu.
I trust Vanyetta.
I can't get past the name and
Oh
everything.
yeah, that creeps me out. I haven't seen the first one.
Yeah.
I,
Okay, I
I
want to
don't remember.
say
Yeah, that creeps me out. I don't even know the whole mythology of them.
I literally saw the cover and I've never been interested. So at least give us a little bit something about it. What is the purpose behind?
So
You can to the
Pinhead is
original, whatever.
Yeah, so Pinhead is just basically trying to raise hell into the world. I don't know if that's his actual name, and it may just be like the name that people had called him because he has pins coming out of his head. But it's basically he is using the powers, he's gathering these powers to try and raise up hell. So putting it on my list.
So before we get on out of here, is there anything you want to share about this spooky season or anything about yourself? Are you doing anything outside of, this podcast that you want the world to know about?
That's
No, I'm
Subject?
not doing nothing special. I mean, I'm in the army. That's about it.
Okay. That's
Nothing.
enough. That's
You
enough.
know.
yes.
All right. So for our listeners out there and our viewers, you can share your favorite spooky traditions. Feel free to use our hashtag DYSTM at YallPod on Twitter, or let us know about any spooky movies you feel like we missed on Facebook at Do Y'all See This? We'll be posting some of our favorite scary movie posters on our Instagram at Do Y'all See This Pod, all one word, no spaces. You can also go on over to our YouTube where you can see this exclusive content on our YouTube at Do Y'all See This Reacts.
And before we head out, I do want to say thank you for my little brother LJ coming on my
See y'all
podcast.
later.
Yeah, thank you.
It's so good. I was telling him earlier when I saw his Zoom photo, he looks like the wolf man. I was like, what is going on over there, sir?
Yeah, I had a
So,
couple months off of work and because I had foot surgery, so I grew my hair out. It was crazy.
Well, we appreciate you doing this
yes.
Thank you.
for us.
And if you have suggestions for future moments, questions, or just want to give us great feedback, you can reach out to us at doyallseethispod@gmail.com. Don't forget to rate and review us wherever you listen. All 5 stars. Thanks in advance.
And thanks for listening to us, and we'll catch up with you next time. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Did y'all see that?